That thing is incredible. Oh my gosh. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is absolutely incredible. Today I am going to be meeting up with my friend Ben and Lorenzo, and we are heading to the airport to get some cool snakes. I'm pretty excited about it. They're actually his snakes, not my snakes, but they are Wagler's vipers. That's right, vipers, and they are some of the coolest little pit vipers that you'll ever see. So I am super excited because it's been a while since I've had the chance to see them in person. So I am geeked on going to the airport and picking those up, and then we're going to go back to his place and see what other kind of cool animals he has. He actually just produced emerald tree boas, and I've yet to see him, so I am super jazzed about it. Regardless, I hope that your day starts out amazing. What do you say we have a great day together? Go ahead down in the comments, let me know how your day is starting. While you're down there, hit that like button. What do you say we get things started? All right, so Ben just pulled up in this monster truck over here. I mean, my gosh, does this guy need a bigger truck or whatever? I mean, holy moly, this is the same truck we went last time to the airport. Definitely a bouncy ride. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on back there? You guys ready?
Ready, let's go get it.
All right, we're off to the airport. Okay, so we are at Delta Cargo where the snakes are coming in. I have no idea how these guys are shipped, probably in a wooden box. Usually when you're shipping venomous snakes, you have to have them in a wooden box. So let's go in and see if we can find these guys. Lorenzo, so you got the snakes, is that cool or what?
Yeah, they're nice and heavy, yep.
Oh my gosh.
There you go, open them up.
Wish my dad would have bought me vipers when I was a kid. Way to go, good dad.
Awesome, awesome. Yep, good dad award.
All right, so we are back at the shop, and I couldn't be more excited to see these Wagglers. Of course, these aren't mine. As much as I would love to have some venomous snakes, Lori would kill me. First off, the first thing you want to do whenever you're dealing with venomous snakes is obviously have a snake hook. I have no idea how these are packed, so what I see here is I see something. I'm not even sure if these are bags or clothes or what it is. So it looks, oh, okay, these look like there's some shirts. And what you want to do is, you know, a lot of people get bit through the bag. So again, I'm not going to lift anything up without a snake hook just to make sure that there's not a snake in it, because again, sometimes if you go and you reach into something with a venomous snake, they'll bite right through the bags. Probably about 50% of the people I know that have been bitten by venomous snakes have been bitten through the bag. So it's something that you always have to be very careful of. So I just want to make sure that all these shirts here are just shirts and nothing more than shirts. Safety is paramount in this situation. So what we have here is actually a little Tupperware container and then a bag around it, which is really a great way to ship these animals, because that way nothing can bite through the bag. It's completely safe, and oh my god, these things are freaking gorgeous. Holy moly. But I'm going to kind of show you how we're going to want to deal with these guys so that there's no way that you could possibly get bitten. So again, I'm just going to set this guy down. And again, Wagler's vipers are a pit viper that are from, you know, Southeast Asia essentially. Sometimes they're called temple vipers, and the reason they're called temple vipers is actually because they're pretty abundant around some temples in the Malaysian area. They're also sometimes called Wagler's vipers. They're definitely a more mild venomous snake. Any venomous snake you get bit by is not a good venomous snake. So again, I'm going to just be super careful with all this. I'm going to put this box away. I know that this is in a container, but still I'm going to be super uber careful. And a lot of times what you want to do is just get yourself down to where the bag is stuck on the ground. So when you're unboxing something, just in case there's a chance that something has gotten out or something like that, you've got separation with your hook. Now I can kind of go in here, make 100% sure that the snake is in the box, which it is, and then I'm going to just go ahead and take this box out. Look at that snake right there. Take a look at this, guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. So again, these guys are a more mild venom, but there's a whole bunch of different types of venoms. There can be neurotoxin, hemotoxin, cardiotoxin, myotoxin, and essentially with these guys, what they have is a type of toxin that when they bite you, there's a tremendous amount of pain, swelling, some necrosis, typically not a fatal bite, but nevertheless, you never want to get bit by a venomous snake. So you always want to take the utmost precaution when you're dealing with an animal that it could potentially injure you. If there's air holes in here, make sure you know where they are. So you don't want to put your hand by an air hole where it could potentially bite through that air hole. These little things like that save your life, quite frankly. Wagler's vipers are typically not a deadly animal. It's still going to be something where when you do get bit, you're not gonna feel very good for a while. I'm gonna make sure I keep my hand on the side of this container where its head is not. And I wanna make sure when I'm opening, I'm gonna do everything with the snake hook. Okay, so there we have it. That is a Wagler's Viper. Take a look at that animal right there. Oh my gosh. That thing is incredible. Oh my gosh. Definitely one of the prettiest snakes. And I can certainly see the appeal for venomous snakes because some of them are so beautiful. And look at that head on that animal. This is like a dream come true to just be messing with this. This is an absolutely incredible animal. These guys are not only sexually dimorphic, meaning that females get much larger. Females can get close to 4 foot in length, whereas males only stay about 2.5 foot at max. You can have almost all black animals. You can have beautiful reds, even some blues. And again, when you're doing the same thing when you're putting an animal back in, never get your hand by it. I mean, listen, there is no reward for getting bitten by a venomous snake, so always make sure you're taking the utmost precaution with everything that you possibly do. And even if it takes you twice as long to handle a snake, to get it in here without any possible chance of getting bitten, it's well worth it. So there you have it, guys. Take a look at that. Look at that thing. Is that thing amazing? Wow. All right, so let's get this one back in and then we'll take a look at the other one. This one is extremely beautiful. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. All right, so here we go, guys. This thing is crazy cool. And there it is. Oh my gosh. That thing is absolutely adorable. Wow. Take a look at that. Wow. And again, you can definitely see that these are an arboreal snake. I mean, they're going to climb up. You know, basically, that's one of the things you have to be a little bit careful if it's really moving fast when you have a snake hook, because if you don't have that snake above you like this, it could certainly climb right up that snake hook towards your hand. So that's one of the tricks that you always do with arboreal snakes is you keep the snake hook above your hand, so there's no way it can climb up. But wow. That thing is crazy beautiful. Look at the head on that thing right there. Holy moly. That thing is crazy. So Ben, what do you think, man?
Oh geez, I can't even handle myself.
Oh my
that thing is so cool.
Oh my gosh, is it nuts? Lorenzo, what are you thinking, man? You feeling good about this?
So beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Up a tree, clinging to a cloud.
Holy cow.
Ben's first go at it.
Yeah, that's awesome. What do you think, buddy?
Oh my gosh, I am so excited for these guys. And I get to go see them all the time, so this is gonna be absolutely incredible. So we are gonna go ahead and pack these guys back up. We're gonna head over to Ben and Lorenzo's house, get these set up and take a look at what other goodies they have, because I am excited about their baby emerald tree boas too. All right, so guys, we are at Ben and Lorenzo's reptile room, and I absolutely love reptile rooms like this, although they are building a much larger room to get a lot more animals, which I think is awesome, but I absolutely love their collection. This, of course, is the male emerald tree boa, and this is the female. And take a look at this, guys. These are the little babies. Oh my gosh. These guys were just born a couple days ago. And actually, I had told Ben, I said, no matter what time it is, day, night, whatever, when these babies are born, you gotta call me. I'm coming right over. And sure enough, he called me immediately. And I gotta be honest with you, I completely wimped out and didn't come over here. So this is the first opportunity I've had to see him. But I think it's amazing that some of the babies came out green and then some of the babies came out red. I mean, look at the differences in each of these babies. I absolutely love these guys. Look at this green baby right there. Holy moly, that is so awesome. So she had 6 live babies, a couple stillborns, and that was it for the litter, but that's still a great accomplishment to breed emerald tree boas. I mean, not a lot of people breed them, so it is really cool, and this was their first breeding season. So what a gorgeous animal is that. Look at that thing right there. That is crazy. And this is the mama here. You did really good, mama. So let's see what else they have here. And we'll check back in a minute on the Wagler's Vipers now that they're put in their new cage. And take a look at this awesome green tree python too. That thing is one hungry little monkey right there. I mean, it's coming out like, oh, I see that microphone, I want to eat it. Oh my gosh, is that thing beautiful? I love that yellow on its head. That thing is absolutely adorable. Take a look at this little monkey here. This, of course, is a Euromastic, but it's a Moroccan. And I tell you what, Euromastics have some of the cutest little faces on the planet. It kind of looks like it's almost angry in a way, and they would almost think that they would be like mean, but the truth is they're typically very docile, and believe it or not, they're vegetarians. And look at the color on the back of this. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. And there's so many different localities and subspecies of Euromastics, from little guys like these all the way up to really large Egyptians that can get up to a couple feet plus, believe it or not. So I just love Euromastics. But I tell you what, Taco here is a pretty cool animal. I definitely love him. He's got such an adorable little face. So guys, you know, emerald tree boas can come in several different phases. This one right up here is what they call an anaconda phase. Take a look at that right there, and you can kind of see why they call it an anaconda phase is because it's basically patternless. You don't have the white marks on it, but you have kind of the blotching on it that almost looks like an anaconda. The anaconda phase is quite a bit more rare than the normal phase, even though I love the white on them personally, but the anaconda phase is super cool, and it's kind of like a co-dominant type of thing. When you breed the anacondas to a normal, you'll get about half the babies will come out anaconda. Look at this, guys. It's a little tiny Bowser. This is an alligator snapping turtle too, and this just gives you an idea. This is probably about twice the size of a baby hatchling. It gives you a pretty good idea what Bowser started out like and how big he has gotten. And he's only 70 pounds, so he's going to go another maybe 100 pounds by the time he's done. I mean, that's pretty amazing, but look at how cute this little guy is. I just love it to death. And it looks like exactly like a little miniature Bowser. I absolutely love these guys. These are what they call bamboo rat snakes, or a Porphyracia coxeye, and they're just absolutely crazy. I mean, look at the little racing stripes on the back there. And these are a highly prolific animal that comes from like Indochina. I mean, a Porphyracia like this could have anywhere from 5 to 7 clutches per year. So it's just a matter of like how much calories you can put into them through food if they'll keep on reproducing, because that thing is absolutely gorgeous. Here's another incredibly beautiful snakes. I mean, you see these pictures on Instagram every now and then. These are the eastern mud snakes, and these guys will live like down in Florida. The fact is that they're sometimes a little bit difficult to eat, but the thing that I think is amazing is that Ben always sends me these text messages with little like videos of him hand feeding, whether it's little tadpoles or even full-grown frogs to this guy. So it's very rare to have these habituate into a situation where they'll eat out of your hand. I mean, as a matter of fact, I'll be honest with you, I've never even heard of it before Ben did it. So it's really cool that he actually has a mud snake that is doing so well, because they are absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, take a look at this guy here. Woo! This is a cave-dwelling rat snake, or a Ridley-eye, and this guy is a little bit angry. Oh, he doesn't like the camera at all. Woo! Slow down, buddy, you're okay. These guys are a really cool beauty snake, much like the Chinese beauty snakes and the Taiwan beauty snakes that I've showed you guys before. But of course, these guys live in caves, and they are beautiful animals. It's okay, buddy, you're all right. Don't get too upset. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Okay. Come on. And of course, they'll do that. They'll actually spread their neck out, almost like a cobra to some extent, to make it look like they're a little bit bigger, and then they have that crazy stripe. These guys are actually an animal that typically likes it a little cooler than the other beauty snakes, but look at how amazing that snake is. You can see how he's puffing that neck up right now, about 2 times its size, just to make it look a little bit more menacing. I tell you what, I love the Ridley-eye, and this is probably the most uncommon of the beauty snakes to see. You certainly see the Chinese and the Taiwans and all the other Tiniera much more frequent than the Ridley-eye. These guys are absolutely cool, but look at how it goes from like almost a blue color head to this tan body, all the way back down to a bluish striped tail. What a cool snake. All right, guys, so if you haven't noticed, I have been just absolutely in heaven here looking at all these amazing snakes, and this snake here is one that I have loved forever. And of course, this is what they would call a tiger snake, or a Spilotes pilatus, and they are just really cool. As a matter of fact, sometimes they're called chicken snakes as well, because they love to get into chicken pens and actually eat all the chickens, I guess. But this one is a really interesting animal because it's really got a beautiful amount of black on it. Some have higher yellow, some have more black. Regardless, this is really amazing, and they are really long. I mean, take a look at the size of this colubrid. I mean, these guys can get 8 foot plus, but they're a relatively slender animal, and they're definitely pretty high energy. So this guy is an absolute gentleman. I mean, he is so cool, and they're going to be getting a female, so hopefully they'll produce little baby spilodies this year. And I tell you what, there ain't very many people doing that these days, so I'm hoping that they do so I can get some babies. And another snake that I've always loved, and I used to work with a similar animal, which is called a D'Albert's python, but this is actually the black D'Albert's pythons. The ones that I worked with were called the gold D'Albert's pythons. And really the blacks get a little bit larger and are typically much more docile. As you can see, this guy is puppy dog tame. The golds would usually be biting you in the face by now, but they were still absolutely amazing. And you don't see very many black D'Alberts around anymore, to be honest with you. Sometimes these guys are called white lip pythons as well. And man, I just love these guys to death. Again, coming to a collection like this, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to diversify and get more crazy cool stuff. And really, it just kind of inspires me to want to broaden my collection again and get a bunch of really cool animals. And I know Lori's going to be very supportive of that, right? All right, so guys, here is the wagglers in their habitat. I mean, look at how awesome they look. Oh my gosh, this is such a great place. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but this is a great collection. Guys, you are killing it here. I think it's awesome that you guys are just collecting such unique animals.
We enjoy it, and we're really excited about the new facility that we're building. It's going to be a nice large facility.
I know it's going to be great, and I did tell Ben, by the way, that he had to build me a couch in there so I can go and just hang out and look at his snakes. We can stare at the wagglers vipers together.
Yep, that sounds good. We enjoy you coming over. Thank you for coming over and visiting the collection.
No, it's awesome. I mean, these guys are some of my best friends. I mean, you guys know I work with a bunch of projects like the mangroves and the puffing snake. These guys are the ones that inspired me to get into it, so it's awesome. So I wanted to at least share some of their collection with you guys because I know you guys will love it as much as I do. So is Ben and Lorenzo's collection absolutely amazing, and the addition of those wagglers vipers, oh my gosh, this was so incredible. What an amazing day. I hope that you guys enjoyed this journey of going to get the vipers and seeing such amazing animals. I love collections like that are so eclectic and just really about loving the animal. There's really no commercial side to it. It's just that, hey, I love this and I'm going to try to work with it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. You mean the world to me. I cannot thank you enough for all the support that you give me. Can you do me a couple more favors, please? Can you smash that like button and turn those post notifications on so you know when I upload a video, which is every day at 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Remember to be kind to somebody today, and I promise I'm going to see you guys tomorrow.
Up a tree, clinging to a cloud. Up a tree.